Going on, everybody? Welcome to Vivadas Auto, another auto video, which is just showing everybody the correct and quick procedure on how to use your OBD tool. First, you come over to your ignition after you plug it into your port. Mine's located under the wheel well, but you go 1, 2, and make sure your vehicle's in the on position. This is the AutoLink AL329 I told you all about, inspection grade scan tool. These three indicators basically show you what will not pass inspection, what you need to fix to pass inspection if your car is good to go. And I'll show you how it works right now by doing a quick OBD check. See, I don't have any codes bound, but what this menu is called a control module menu. I have manufacturer's codes in my engine as well as my hybrid motor. As you can see the dollar signs right there, that's with the electric engines. That stands for electric engine, and economy cruise control right here. Those are manufacturer's codes. What does that mean? That means that you gotta, if you are a mechanic or a technician and you have that kind of customer volume, you call the manufacturer, state your name, state your order of business, whether you're, and also signify that you're a certified mechanic, and they will send you the codes for a price. Even though you have a right to repair in Massachusetts, everybody has to make money. So now I'm going to take it over to the emissions ready portion of my OBD tool. All this signifies, my I am readiness menu, is that A, you're going to get a sticker put on your car. You have zero diagnostic trouble codes as well as PID codes. That's awesome. Why are there two stop signs? I like to call them stop signs in my inspection monitor readiness menu. Simply for the fact that, number one, I don't have a catalytic converter. I have a cold air intake system. And the reason why there is a little stop sign on my air intake system is because some of the sensors are old. My car, again, is a 2015 Ford Fusion. It's 7 years old. These are things that happen. Should you worry about that? Absolutely not. The only time you should have to worry about it is if your spark plugs are misfiring, you have a problem with your distributor, etc. Basically electronic components as well as fuel components as well as oil components. This is why a lot of us technicians and mechanics, especially ones that are just starting out, are charging per hour. This is called the diagnostics menu. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I know only mechanics and technicians will understand what I'm about to pull up, but I want to give you the simplicity of live data and to show anyone that really wants to learn how to do your own diagnostics. It's very simple. We're going to go to live data now, and it's just reading my PIDs to make sure I don't have any, and if I do, obviously I have over 55 microprocessors in my vehicle. This is what's known as a complete data set. You have to take a couple courses, and or what I do, I reach out to professional mechanics, maybe on YouTube or on Facebook, that are also either opened up or just opened up shops or have shops that are open, that are willing to talk with anybody just getting into the game, basically. These are actually very important pieces to your motor, and these are all electrical components, air components, oil components, and all components are basically the emissions and how you're basically the combustion of your vehicle, as well as, like I said, the electronic components. Obviously, RPM. This is what basically, if you're wanting to do routine repair maintenance on your vehicle, I'm going to point out the ones that are the most important, even to mechanics as well, as we're servicing your car. The ECT semicolon Celsius left semicolon. The reason why it says 39 degrees, and that's what it means, the degrees of your coolant. Shows you how hot it gets and how low it gets. You have a you either have to change your coolant if it's over 285 degrees Celsius, or if it's reaching any hotter than that, because it'll melt and cause your car to set on fire. Now, if you are running your vehicle and you've been driving for a while and you go to check, you also been doing, or if you want to do a live data, and it says that your coolant is only this number, for example, that means you need to change your coolant and possibly need to change other components in your engine and or your vehicle in general. As well as your miles and distance. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just doing a live data check real quick. This is distance we've gone over 200,000, 420 miles in a month. I find that hilarious. What does the VPWR mean? That's your vehicle's power output with the regular standard battery, not the hybrid battery. And I'm actually cranking at 14 amps, 14.204, amps because my vehicle is in the on position. Once I start it up and press the gas pedal, it'll change more. And more power that gets pumped through my alternator back into my dash and all that other good stuff and the rest of the electrical components, that'll change a little bit rapidly. But now you can see how much I'm idling at, 1,515 between 1,585 RPMs. So that's basically pretty good for a car that needs an oil change or spark plugs. I just wanted to show some of my viewers what I do when you do bring your car, you drop it off. This is what I do. I make sure that every single component in your car will pass inspection. I should have put that on Vivadas Auto at my Facebook page, but I just didn't have a chance to. And this is a little rushed. I don't have a lot of time to make sure all the camera angles are good, but I just wanted to give everybody a little insight on what we do when you drop your car off to make sure it's going to pass inspection, as well as if you need any routine maintenance or automotive repair needs. I personally take my time and I go through every single step as well as every single code. If one of my indicators come on, I have to go through the code. That's why you see people charging a little bit more than what you would see me usually charge for mechanics, because the technician aspect, the electronical components and the computer components and aspects of a vehicle, it's actually quite expensive. And if you don't address these issues nowadays, with the vehicles being all about software and all about electronics, because that's where we're going with automotives, your car either A, will die on you, some like my Ford Fusion for example. If one of these components, to tell you very quickly, wasn't working and or up to par and I popped up with that red light, there are some components in my vehicle that will pop up on my check engine, my dash right here, or some of these issues will pop up in my computer right on my dashboard computer right here, and it will tell me why the vehicle A will not run or start, and will actually tell me through this little part right here, which I find awesome. It's a little eco menu. It'll tell me to call them tow truck, or the code that pulls up in my computer module. It will actually tell me whether it will run or you can fix it to run and bring it to a shop. There is a lot of components with getting your car scanned and diagnosed for any possible problems. I'm glad everybody enjoyed the video. Sorry it's a little long, but I wanted to be accurate and be as descriptive as I can, because when you spend anywhere between $50 to $150, you want to make sure that you have some kind of an idea on how to start your OBD tool, use your OBD tool, and erase codes. I'm going to be doing more videos when I start getting people through here, or people want to drop their vehicles off and get them serviced. I will show you how to erase codes, reset codes, learn how to read basically code language, and stay tuned for that. Everybody have a great afternoon. I want to thank everybody again for their support, and if you want any more car videos or are curious about anything that you want to know, drop a comment down below and we'll get to that and show you how to do that.